another sauce video for you today. Before I get to the sauce challenge I'm going to be doing, I had a question for anybody who is an expert pepper grower or just knows anything about growing peppers, because I don't. I'm doing it for the first time this year, and I'm worried. Look at that beautiful little hot pepper seedling. Look at that. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's either a cayenne, a Hungarian wax, or a jalapeno. Look at that, I put it in a candle. It's working just fine as a plant pot. The question I have is, should I worry about, if I started growing this pepper in direct sunlight, do I need to worry about sun scorch? Because my understanding is I don't need to worry about it as long as the pepper didn't spend the first 6 weeks of its life or whatever indoors under heat lamps. So my understanding is the direct exposure to sunlight can only harm the pepper seedling if it's started its life indoors. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, and I'm going to immediately take this in, because I'm going to be really distraught if that beautiful little seedling ends up curling up, wilting, and dying. That would make me really sad. So I'm going to take the Tabañero challenge today. The disappointing thing, or the catch, or whatever you want to call it, is that I've actually already done this. I did it with my son a few months ago, and it was just not a good video. I ended up not uploading it. I was not having a good day. I wasn't feeling good. I had some stuff going on that was making me distracted. And we didn't really fully do the challenge because we just took a couple drops of each one. So, it wasn't really what we should really call it a challenge. So I'm going to do it. I'll reshoot the video with Julian too, with my son. But I'll just do the challenge myself today, because I'm just curious. I seem to remember, based on my kind of sketchy, vague memory of shooting the original challenge, that these were pretty good sauces, or at least two out of 4 of them were sauces I would use outside of just a sampling video. So yeah, let's just get started. I love the packaging. Look at that. Now the cool thing about this is the hottest sauce here that has like all of the chili peppers. That's the Dragon's Breath sauce, and the ultra hot pepper that I'm currently trying to breed is a hybrid of Death Spiral pepper and a Dragon's Breath pepper. So it's called Death Dragon. And I think I've gotten the first tiniest little seedling of that to germinate. And I was kind of banking on it not happening, because a lot of the reviews said they're notoriously difficult to grow. But I think I've got one. And I have seen people try them, and I think it's going to be an absolutely brutal pepper. But I need to reevaluate this sauce, the Dragon's Breath one. That's the hottest one in the challenge. I need to reevaluate it because I just can't remember. I just remember taking one drop and I was like, yeah, this is hot, but it's nothing. I'm going to take a little bit more. And I've got my my new gimmick for clickbaitiness is to drink my milk relief out of a martini glass, a plastic martini glass. Alright, let's try the first one. So here's Tabañero Original. Let's just see if I can find the ingredients. Water, carrots, onions, vinegar, agave nectar, select habanero peppers, 2% of key lime juice, garlic, salt, spices, xanthan gum, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate. Medium heat. Okay. This is the original one. This is a habanero sauce. We already know it's not going to be hot. I mean, it might have a little bit to it. Alright. Well, not a hot sauce, but actually a very good one. Very nice balanced, tangy habanero sauce. I like it a lot. I'm going to give the flavor of that an immediate 7. Very good sauce. It's kind of syrupy in its consistency, which I like. I mean, there's obviously some kind of thickening agent in there that makes it not one of the watery ones, because I've said multiple times, sometimes I like the flavor of them, but the texture of those really watery hot sauces I'm not a fan of. Like if you put droplets of a watery hot sauce over eggs and the droplets don't hold together, they just kind of like spread themselves out over the egg. That's too watery for me. Alright, here's the next one. This is Tabañero Extra Hot. I think this is, I believe, based on my memory, this is also a habanero sauce, but it probably just has more pepper mash in it. Let's see. Ingredients: water, carrots, habanero peppers, onions, vinegar, agave nectar, less than 2% of key lime juice, garlic, salt, spices, xanthan gum, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate. So it's like literally the same ingredients. I think I'm absolutely on the money about what they did with this sauce. They just put more pepper mash in it. So it's probably just going to be just a tinge hotter. And I believe that none of the sauces in this collection have extract in them, which is great, because I'm done with extract sauces for now. After the episode of violent vomiting I had last time, ain't doing it no more. Alright, let's try the extra hot. Yeah, it's very much like the original, but I like it better because it's more peppery. It's basically an identical sauce to that, but it just has a little bit more heat because of the increase in pepper mash. And you can even see it in there. You can see it's got like a more mashy consistency. The last one was kind of syrupy. It was like more of a watery sauce that had been thickened up with some thickening agents. The thickness from this sauce probably has a thickening agent in it too, but it probably comes equally from the increased percentage of pepper mash. That's a nice sauce. I like that better than the first one, for sure. Alright. Now this is a weird one. This is the extra sauce, and look at how watery that is. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. Alright. Ooh. Okay, so this one, the XX Extreme Heat, has select habanero, jolokia, and scorpion peppers, carrots, onion, key lime juice, garlic, agave, xanthan gum, vinegar, water, This does have capsaicin pepper extract in it. Salt, spices, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate. This is an extract sauce? Oh no, I wasn't expecting that. Yep, I can smell it in there. I can smell the scorpion pepper, which is not my favorite aroma in the world, and I can smell the extract, which is even less my favorite aroma. Guess I better. Oh no! That's another thing I hate about these watery sauces. You always end up getting a bigger dose than you want. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a no for that one. Jeez. It has some heat to it, but the texture is just so unpleasant. Very scorpion-y too. The last scorpion sauce I had, I liked it. But that's because there were other peppers in it. I don't know, this tastes primarily scorpion. It's like scorpion with a bunch of water in it. I don't know, I don't like that. I will give it a 4 for spice. It's not that hot. And like a 5 for. Should I incorporate a texture rating in here? Because I'm gonna give it like a 2 for texture. I don't like that texture. The flavor's like a 5. It might be a 6 if it had a better texture. It's just not pleasant to eat. I don't like that. I don't see myself ever using that. First 2 were great though. But then again, all right. So number 1. I give that a 7 for flavor and like a 2 for heat. This was like a 3 for heat and a 7.5 for flavor. This is the best one so far. And then that third one was junk. Let's go with the fourth one. All right, everybody, Dragon's Breath, the moment that all 15 people who are going to watch this video have been waiting for. Okay. This says, I think there's a warning on this one. Yeah, it says dangerous heat. All right, so we got water, carrots, select habanero peppers, onions, vinegar, agave nectar, Dragon's Breath chili, less than 2% of garlic, key lime juice, salt, capsaicin, spices, xanthan gum, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate. Okay. This one has capsaicin in it too. I think there was a little warning on the... This is a cool box. I like the challenge box. That's pretty cool, right? I don't think I read it, but I'll just read the whole thing, whatever. This is all out of sync. In pursuit of the Holy Grail of hot sauce, introducing a spicy spar from Tabañero, the All Hail the Holy Grail challenge. Maybe you have a competitive streak, or perhaps you're a glutton for punishment. Either way, the distinction between pleasure and pain has never been more dubious than in this hot sauce challenge. The intrepid souls who attempt to duel a bold lineup of progressively hotter Tabañero blends, kicking things off with Tabañero Original, gives timid contenders the chance at a participation trophy, if nothing else. Tabañero's extra hot and XXX sauces delineate the wimpy from the willful, and finally, any formidable opponent still standing must reckon with Dragon's Breath. A heat that's not for the faint of heart. So gather friends and foes alike for the All Hail the Holy Grail challenge and see who has what it takes to prevail. With Tabañero, victory isn't sweet, it's scorching. There was some sweetness to the first couple sauces. I thought there was some kind of warning. No, never mind. This is going to start getting boring. And now I'm at almost 12 minutes. Now, I want to see, when revisiting this, I want to see if there's a distinctiveness, if there's a pepper flavor in there that's not similar to other peppers that I've tried. That's what I haven't assessed about this yet. I know it's hot. It's going to be a 6 or a 7 probably for heat. But let's see if there's a uniqueness of flavor here. That's what I'm interested in. All right, here we go. There's a bitterness to that. A bitterness. Maybe that is the Dragon's Breath that I'm tasting in there, because there's one guy who just picked one right out of his garden, popped the whole thing. It was a terrible experience for him. I mean, I felt bad for the guy, genuinely. I could tell he was not acting. By the end of the 10-minute video, he posted of him sampling, and there was just snot pouring down his nose. He was just chugging ice cream. It looked like a bad experience. But he did mention that the pepper was bitter. I taste a slight bitterness in that sauce that I don't taste with Reaper sauces, ghost pepper sauces, or scorpion sauces. So it's an extra hot that has bitterness to it, and you might like it. Do I like it? I don't know. I think I'm more on the, when it comes to the super hot flavors, I like the kind of fruitier. This is starting to get me. I like the kind of fruitier. I gotta go for my milk now. Wow. The fruitier, sweeter, more citrusy flavors. And the slow burns, like the slow ghost burn, that's not what this is. This is a kind of sharp, stingy burn. I don't know if I like that. I can't taste much other than heat in that. Wow. That's quite hot. That's hot. That's a sauce. That's the biggest dose I've ever taken of that. I think it's the 3rd time I've tried it. That's hot. That's a 7 for heat. Tentatively a 6 for flavor. It's probably a good sauce. I think my tolerance is down. I'm not appreciating these things in the way that I could be if I wasn't coping with the burn. Wow. Okay. So, not a bad little challenge. First 2 sauces were the best. Third sauce was not good. Fourth sauce, I'll have to reassess when my tolerance is up. That's pretty dang hot. Burn's dying down though now, so it's not a sauce that's going to punish you for more than like 3 or 4 minutes. So, until next time.